Welcome to the first session on vocabulary based on daily newspaper headlines. Now, mind you, these words I have sorted only from headlines of the newspapers, not from anywhere else. So, you'll often find these words appearing again and again onto newspaper headlines. The idea here is not to discuss a word in depth or in detail. The idea is to give you a meaning in very brief and then speak out or share with you a couple of sentences which will help you relate to the words in headlines. Let us go to the first word, dissent. Now, what is the meaning of dissent? Dissent means having a different opinion or having a different version from the official opinion or official version. So, what kind of sentences you can use dissent in? It's easy to share your dissent these days on social media. So, if you don't agree with the government, you can share your dissent on Facebook. Many people do that these days. You can share it on Twitter, and you can share it on host of other social medias which are available to you. So, it's easy to share your dissent these days on social media. Earlier on, there used to be letters to editor for this. But now I don't need to write letters to the editor, so we just share dissent on social media. Some communist countries suppress dissent ruthlessly. Ruthlessly means brutally. So they don't give any room for dissent or disagreement. So some communist countries suppress dissent ruthlessly. Many people view sedition law as a tool to crush dissent. Now, what is a sedition law? Sedition law is a law whereby government can take action against people who speak against policies of the government. And therefore, many people view the sedition law as a tool to crush dissent, to crush people who speak against the government on a regular basis. So, to crush dissent. The next word is expunge. So, expunge means to erase or remove something that you find objectionable. So, expunge meaning to remove or to erase. How do we use it in a sentence? Supreme Court refuses to expunge remarks made by High Court as an oral observation. So, Supreme Court doesn't want to erase or expunge those remarks. A president has the power to expunge the criminal record of a person. He is legally given that power to erase or expunge the criminal record. It's difficult to expunge bad memories from one's mind. Next, we have the word waiver. Waiver means to provide a relaxation or to free somebody from an obligation. For example, farmers have been agitating for loan waivers. So generally, farmers don't want to pay back the loan for a variety of reasons. Sometimes genuine, sometimes not so genuine. But they demand loan waivers or relaxation from having to pay the loan back. So farmers have been agitating for loan waivers. Corporate India has requested for an IGST waiver for items imported under COVID-19 relief. So they want these items to be sold at a reasonable price, and that's why they want a tax waiver. They want freedom from the obligation to pay the tax, freedom from the necessity to pay the tax, and that's why a waiver. Last year, schools were flooded with the request of fee waivers. So, because of the COVID pandemic, many people lost jobs and they were unable to pay school fee for their children, and schools were flooded with requests of fee waivers. Next word is impending. Impending means something that is about to happen, especially something not good, something that is approaching, something that is oncoming. So, impending means an event that is about to happen. For example, many doctors and informed people have already started talking about an impending third wave of COVID pandemic. So this was the time when the first wave was going on and people were already talking about the third wave. So many doctors and informed people have already started talking about an impending, so approaching or oncoming third wave of the COVID pandemic. Next, now that economy is on its road to revival, corporate India is dreading the impending fuel price rise. Dreading means corporate India is afraid of the impending fuel price rise. Impending means that is about to happen in the near future. Next, we have the word apex. So, apex means peak or the uppermost or the top. So, for example, Supreme Court is the apex court of India. It is the topmost court of India. So, PILs of national importance are filed in the apex court of India. And which is the apex court of India? The Supreme Court. PIL stands for public interest litigations. So, litigations are cases or suits filed in the court. At the apex of any political party is generally its core committee. So, at the top is generally a core committee. At the apex of an organization is generally the CMD. Or if we are talking of the apex of operations of a company, it is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. At the apex of his career, he was the CEO of a large MNC, multinational corporation. So, apex means top, peak, or uppermost. Another word is convoy. So, what is a convoy? It's basically a protective escort. आपने देखा होगा कई बार मिनिस्टर्स के गाड़ियों के साथ आगे पीछे गाड़ियां चलती हैं. ये क्यों चलती हैं? टू शील्ड द मिनिस्टर्स, टू प्रोटेक्ट दीज मिनिस्टर्स, एंड this movement of vehicles or people in a procession or in a group is known as a convoy. So, convoy means a protective escort to accompany for protection. Traffic has been stopped for the Prime Minister's convoy. Traffic has been stopped for the Prime Minister's convoy. So, convoy means the group of vehicles that accompany the Prime Minister's vehicle. Then, the army convoy was ambushed by the terrorists. So, many a times army has to pass through areas which are full of Naxal or terrorist activity, and such areas many a times army convoys have been ambushed. So, the army convoy was ambushed by the terrorists. A convoy of trucks containing relief material was sent to the affected region. So, what were these two words? Apex, which means peak, uppermost, and convoy, which means a protective escort to accompany for protection. Next, we have the word arson. Arson is a noun and it stands for burning something down deliberately. किसी चीज को जानबूझ के जला देना is arson. So, burning down of property or anything deliberately, knowingly, जानबूझ के. After a wrong candidate was declared the winner of elections, incidences of arson were reported in the area. So, when it happens, right? In politics, so many times when one candidate is declared winner, the supporters of the other, the loser candidate, might engage in some violent activity. Arson, for example. So, arson is an example of a violent activity in which they might engage. Then, elections in India are often marred with incidences of arson and loot. Long back, when students' demands were not met, students used to engage in incidences of arson. Then we have the word brawl. Brawl means a fight or a quarrel, jhagda, किसी भी तरह का. Again, brawl is a noun. It means fight or quarrel. A brawl broke out between players on the use of stadium facilities. An ugly brawl broke out after the school games. Obviously, when losers are not prepared to accept defeat or they are not able to accept defeat very well, then such incidences may happen. An ugly brawl broke out after the school games. The hotel staff and the partying men entered into a brawl over the pending hotel bill. Next, we have the word inevitable. Inevitable means something that is sure to happen. You can't escape it. जो होने ही वाला है इससे बचा नहीं जा सकता, that is inevitable. So something that is sure to happen is inevitable, as I already told you. Job losses are inevitable if there are more lockdowns. Obviously, lockdown means companies having to shut their operations. They would incur losses, and if they incur losses, they would cut down on manpower. And therefore, job losses are inevitable if there are more lockdowns. They are sure to happen. That India will bounce back after the crisis is inevitable. So there is a crisis for a short period of time, but as a country, India will surely bounce back. This is inevitable, sure to happen. After a string of COVID cases, postponement of IPL 2021 was inevitable. So होना ही था वो तो. Then we have the word ferocity. So ferocity means the hostility or the aggression with which somebody confronts. So the property of being aggressive or hostile or unrestrained or brutal. बहुत ज़्यादा aggressively या hostility के साथ किसी के साथ व्यवहार करना is ferocity. The ferocity of the second wave pandemic has left everyone stunned. जितने एग्रेशन के साथ जितनी तेज तर्रार सेकेंड वेव रही कोविड की, that has left everybody stunned. Mike Tyson is known and dreaded for ferocity of his punches, which earned him the title of Iron Mike. मतलब इतने तेज तर्रार उसके पंचेस होते थे कि उसने बहुत सारे अपने बॉक्सिंग के बाउट्स जो हैं, मैचेस जो हैं, वो नॉकआउट से जीते. So Mike Tyson was known and dreaded means feared, for the ferocity of his punches, which earned him the title of Iron Mike. So that brings us to an end of the first session of words based on newspaper headlines, or words that appear in newspaper headlines. So more sessions and more words to follow. Stay tuned. Thank you.